Welcome back to Cama Lounge, guys. How's it going? How's it going, Marieli?
Que lo que here with the summer vibes.
Ooh,
going
summer
on. Como que hace un poco
vibes.
de calor aquí.
Yes. And in case you guys are wondering, again, this is another episode we're doing without Abby. And this one is weird to do because he's not gonna be back for the next episode, and we respect his decision. We understand. And right now is not the time for him to be doing this podcast. And yeah, so, where there's no drama, no beef. We're all still friends.
It was a fun ride.
Yes. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to come back or will never be back or we will never let him in.
Right.
There's just other important things for him right now that he needs to do. And, we have his back. We support him. We love him. We're going to miss him. But we still got to keep it going, all right?
All right, so for now, you got your girl Marielle.
Ooh, and you got Jose. You already know.
Does this kind of inspire you for summer? Like, are you excited for summer 2021?
I'm excited. I saw the movie In the Heights. I don't know. Have you seen that?
I heard about it. Didn't get a chance to see it.
So I saw the play when I was younger, and then I watched the trailers for the new movie In the Heights. And honestly, I thought it was gonna be cheesy, but it was actually really good. So I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't watched it yet. But there's a scene where there's a blackout. Like, do you remember the last time?
I was actually in DR.
You was in DR
when the blackout happened. Like my family was calling from here over there, and they're just like, "Se fue la luz," it like.
Well,
people,
in DR that's normal.
Yeah. So
well,
like,
was.
esto se va la luz a cada rato, pero no, like it was scary because there was people that was stuck on the train. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes, even when I'm taking the train, I try to think like, what if something happens? You know how sometimes the light twitches, and I'm like, wait, fuck. Like in the middle of like, let's say a train stop from one to another. Imagine that just like stops, and you have to like walk with all the. Oh, I can't even imagine what people went through that day. Plus, it was summer. Mm-hmm. Which is a whole nother thing. So like no ACs.
No AC. You got to go outside with the pump. Everybody's outside.
See, but that's when they had the pumps open and people weren't beefing like that. So you can actually do things like that. Like I haven't seen a pump open yet. And it's been hot. We had hot days.
I mean, I've seen the sprinklers open in the park.
I've seen that
the
too.
silly thing that they do sometimes is they have it open when like it's cold. Like it's chilly a little. It's not cold. It'll be like 60 or 70. Or it's raining. They have it open.
And but then when it's 90. Olvídate que eso
like,
para mañana.
That's a whole another issue. Or like when you're home and there's no hot water. When you need it, like really?
What's going on? I thought.
Or the heater, when it's extremely cold, they don't turn it on, and when it's hot, they turn it on.
It's the opposite. Oh man.
Does this happen to you guys? I don't know. Let us know.
Let us know, yeah, because vamos a tener que hablar con estos landlords a ver lo que está pasando.
Really, I don't remember the last time we had a blackout, like recently.
No.
Like people have power outages, during storms and stuff, but never like a big ass.
And I think the one we're referring to was like back in 2004.
Yeah, right.
Like right,
it was 2000 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a kid,
What was your experience during that time?
My experience, honestly, I remember just they took us outside. We were playing in the park, regular, and then at night we stood even longer outside, and then like we went inside and.
You had did your mom buy candles and stuff for like
bought candles, but there wasn't really smartphones.
No, there was none of that. There was barely phones. I think like Nextels and stuff was out.
And then you had like Game Boys, but the lighting is terrible, so you can't even really see what you playing.
You ever had the flashlight for the Game Boy?
Nah, never.
Yeah, I had that once. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Like how your phone, like it knows when it's dark or when it's too light outside for it to kind of change. And a Game Boy is like you gotta wait. I remember like. A car ride, and you had to wait for every light to get a little bit of a glimpse. Oh man, good times. But summer,
things have gotten better. Summer.
Yeah, summer.
Summer's the best.
Happy summer, guys!
You're out of school.
We're officially summertime 2021 after a rough year in 2020, but I feel like it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It's one for the books for sure. Y mira cómo se fue 2021. Like literally 6 months in.
Yeah, it's time. Time is flying by.
Time is flying by.
It's gonna be summer 22, so.
And we'll be here.
With our
Hawaiian.
You already know how it goes.
Yo, Jose, let me ask you something.
Yes.
So, I don't know, lately I've been working like crazy hours. Have you ever had that thing where like you work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, you could be stressed at work and then you go home and then like you go to bed. Y tú te sueñas con el trabajo. Like that shit happened to me. Like I worked the nightlife or whatever, and I came home and I'm like, I want to go to sleep because I can, catch a couple of hours before I have to head back. Long ass night, come home, sleep, y me sueño con el maldito trabajo.
Was it a good dream about work though?
Nah, it was like me dealing with like drunk customers. It's like, what the hell? Like I don't even deal with that in like a day-to-day basis, like actually at work. So it's funny because I feel like I'm working a triple. You know what I mean?
That's
like
funny.
I'm working a whole day. I come home to get some rest, and I'm actually working because I'm stressed out in my dream that I'm like working and dealing with these clients. To then get up, have breakfast, take a shower, to go right back to the same thing.
Back to work in
I'm
your
like,
dream.
what the hell? That's insane.
Nah, thankfully, like at work, I leave work.
Yeah.
At work. Like,
No, me too. But como que,
I don't think about it. Nothing. I don't
Right.
dream about it. Gracias a Dios.
And that's
thank God.
good. That's good to have a job like that because I've been in situations where I had a job where like I have to take my job home. Like literally, like there's no it's a like 9 to 5 type of thing, but then you have the boss calling you like after hours, like I need this, I need that, and it's like, bro,
I wouldn't even pick up. You brave for picking up.
No, I was his personal assistant. I had to.
I feel you.
Yeah, I mean like
Personal.
yeah, fucking right. Never.
Just kidding, guys.
No, pero it was good. It had its good and it had its bad, but definitely taking work with you home. Like imagine like. It affects you. Like, it affects us. Like, let's say, and we're just, like, young. But imagine, like, people that take their job home and they have families. Like, they have kids. And,
they gotta deal with kids.
And, right.
But tell me this. How do you feel that moment you walk out from your job?
Ooh.
Like, isn't it the best feeling ever?
The best feeling.
Like, that moment. Like, you're not even out the door yet, but you know you're about to get close. And
Loco,
you just say
as soon
bye.
as I punch out.
You just say bye to everybody.
It's a numerito. Pop.
That's the best feeling. That's not funny.
Yo.
Like, you go, let's say, you go to work in the morning. And, like, you throughout, like, at that moment, you're like, damn, I'm going to get through the day.
Right. And then poquito.
Yeah, and you, honestly, you get through it. You make it. And it's time for you to leave.
It's awesome.
And then the next day, you just do it all over again. But that's just mad funny. Like, we feel all these things when we go, oh, man, why we got to work today? I got like 7 hours left.
Y cuando tú vienes a ver, ya tú estás punchando para irte para la casa.
Yeah.
Pero en mi situación, tú vienes para la casa, te sueñas con el trabajo y tienes que volver. Like, I just thought that shit was insane. Like, I don't know. It was just like that one day. I'm like, yo, like, did I really work like 3 days in a row? And it was only like my first day back. But like, I literally did a double. I come home, I dream about it, and then I gotta go back to work. But
maybe you low-key just wanted to be at work still.
Maybe. I was gonna tell you, these summer vibes, we have anything special coming up?
Well, I think I mentioned this in one of the episodes. One of my college buddies, shout out to Ralph Gomez. He's getting married in
Congrats. You sealed the deal, my mans.
And he invited me. So,
nice.
I'm going to be heading out to Punta Cana. So, yeah.
Awesome. It's Punta Cana.
I'm on Punta Cana ready. Like,
ya tú te vas así mismito, loco. You take your mic with you.
I'm going like this, yo.
Awesome. Oh.
Let me stop. What about you? Any plans?
Not at the moment. I'm going to take it as it comes. I know we got this really cool pool party coming soon.
MCO, let's talk
yeah,
about
that's what I want to. Yeah, mi Cama Lounge, man. So if you guys have been following us for a while, like we doing our thing every week, and I felt like we needed to like treat ourselves a little bit. We neaded to treat ourselves. We needed to treat the people that are subscribed to the channel.
We're gonna treat the fourth family.
Ya lo sabes. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. We got something special coming up. A pool party.
Yes. And it's only by invitation only.
Right.
It's on us.
Right. Everything, no pay. Like, we got
all
you guys.
All you gotta do is
like,
show up.
Basically.
It's on us. First one's on us, guys.
Yep. So I think it's pretty exciting. Like, we've progressed. Like, when was the last time we did a theme? Our first episode. Yeah, and now we're over here not only sponsoring a pool party, but we got another theme going on.
It's from hot boy summer out here. Hot boy summer.
From Christmas to summer. See, like, you don't think it's crazy, bro? Like,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Nice. It's crazy. I like it.
We're gonna do a Christmas episode again soon.
Yep. That's how fast like
shit.
things fly. But like I'm super proud of ourselves. Like if anything, and I've told my friends this, I've told my family, one thing that I've been consistent with has been micamalounge.
Okay.
Like, think about it. We have not missed a week. Regardless of anything, we have not missed a week. You know how many other shit I've missed?
Let's not.
We're not gonna jinx it, but you know, like it's pretty cool. So I think it's time for us to, you know, give back to the full family, for us to have a good time, and stay tuned for the poop party.
Yes. Invitation only.
Ya lo sabe.
So make sure you're engaged. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you'll follow on Instagram. And if you sign up for the Patreon, that's a bonus.
Ya tú estás ahí.
You'll get
conmigo.
more than just the pool
Tú
party.
estás
You feel me?
conmigo.
You feel me?
Boom.
But yeah, the summer vibe, like this just reminds me of like Vibes Cartel and, you know, just
chilling.
grinding cheeks and sweating and
Piña colada, really
dancing
nice.
to some Sean Paul. Like,
Yeah.
I got the right temperature.
for setting you from the storm.
That's mad funny. Yeah, like I feel like listening to my Sean Paul.
Yes. We got.
That's mad
Yo,
funny.
you know what's crazy? We got a pretty good playlist. Like sorry, excuse me. Like I people, I don't know, ahora están in between like all this like new music and stuff, but I stick with like my 90s, early 2000s.
Sean Paul needs to make like a really good comeback.
Like a really great comeback. He would, especially like this is the time for that now.
So,
like everybody's itching to go out. Everybody's gonna go out. So you bring Sean Paul back, somebody like Sean Paul back?
Do you have like a favorite summer song that you listen to like every summer?
That's good. That's a good one.
Like some Miley Cyrus shit?
Yeah, give me a Miley Cyrus.
There's a party in the USA.
No.
I gotta listen to that song like at least once every summer.
Really? That's your summer
Actually,
song?
when I went to LA, like, you know, LAX, so I played that. Like, I literally had to play that part as I was.
It's a party in the USA.
Yo, shout out to Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. Yo, like, nah, like she did.
She held home.
Yeah. Like, you know, like a typical, like, teenager, like, where they're, like, kind of forcing them to do something. And then she's like, no, me voy de sacata, se desacató. And now she's like, me desacate. And now I'm kind of, like, calmed down. Like, I feel like she's calmed down a lot.
Not that she calmed, but people sort of left her alone.
Yeah. Because there's no need for it.
People just love attacking.
People just love talking shit about other people, you know, and they don't have like the balls to like literally look at themselves in the mirror.
Yeah, look at themselves in the mirror
and then be like proud of like who you are, or like be comfortable with who you are. You don't have to be necessarily proud, but just comfortable. Like that's the person I am.
Yeah, you don't know what other people are going through.
Right.
You're not in their shoes.
Right.
But people are just quick to like judge
and social media has made that a lot faster, which is like it's insane.
But what's your favorite song though? For
I was trying to think about the song the entire time. No letting go, no. That was the first song I karaoke to too. Nah, just like anything like that. Like I feel like it just like like it just brings me back. Morena, Dominicana, Colombiana. What's that other one?
What's the other one?
Damn.
Or some Daddy Yankee, some Gasolina. Simple mama que me gata prenda los motores. Simple mama que me gata prenda los motores. Simple mama que me gata prenda los motores. Just the grind man hard to that.
Yo, do you remember though seeing that video like in MTV, like you waking up and seeing that and then thinking like nothing, like a normal like video, and then now that it's so like such a classic, like
being in elementary school and middle school, like. You know, you was like at your little parties or little like school parties, and
my mom was my mom was partying, and I would like.
And you would just do this like not dry out. Right? You didn't even be dancing. It was just
Bro, you ever went to like school parties, like prom or whatever, and then you're grinding, and then you got the teachers like literally like
it's like, why you putting this song
and then expect me not to like grind? Come on now.
That was mad funny. But some teachers, they would turn the other
Yep.
cheek, So
Yep.
shout out to those teachers that turn the other cheek, I know prom is coming out soon if, the whole COVID thing. Because I know certain schools, they doing graduations.
Nice.
They're doing festivities for the children, which I think is
they
good.
Deserve it. They deserve it. Like, I kind of feel bad for the people that graduated 2020 because it's like everything was virtual. Like, okay, that's one for the books because... But that's like a shitty part of the book. Like,
nah, I think it's part of history. Like, they're gonna tell their kids. I said their grandkids, like their kids. They're like, yo, my graduation was virtual because we was going through a pandemic.
Like, but I'm also grateful. Like, my senior year was, but like I'm grateful that I got through like high school and even college without like something like this. Cause
no, we gotta be grateful.
It's not easy. It's a lot of like adjusting. Like, imagine,
and especially like when you're young, when you're a kid, like that.
I can hate school, I can hate homework, but trust me, I love being with my friends. So I want to be in school. I love that liberty of like leaving my house in the morning and coming back.
That could cause some trauma, some stress, and then like social skills, like
yes. And it's already lacking because of everything that's going on with technology. But
and then I remember like at the beginning it was tough because some of our communities are like immigrants and they don't know the whole technology. They don't know English.
They don't have any computers. Some of them don't even have homes. They got to go back to the shelters. Like,
or they have a whole bunch of kids and it's like
they
can only do so much. Right. Even though like there's programs out there that we help them.
But it's also about like parents or even students being educated about the programs that they're out there. Yeah. Because there's a lot of programs out there. I'm not gonna like deny it. There should be more. But I feel like between all that, there should be more people enforcing it. Like, there should be more people like, hey, did you know that you qualify for this and this and this? You can do this if this and this. And that's what there's not a lot.
I agree. Like, there's simply just they don't know that it's out there. Like, they could get the help, but they don't know that they could get the help.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is true. And that kind of sucks. That sucks. But, we're moving. It looks like we're moving past this because New York actually celebrated the whole 70% vaccinated. And
did the whole fireworks thing. Were you able to see it?
No. I had people come by the job and told me they just came from there and that it was pretty cool. But I didn't get to like a chance to go. How about you?
Nah. And I never, I seen the fireworks on July 4th, but, I never went to, see them up close.
Really?
Like, I could see them from my house.
Right. So why?
And I see other fireworks, in other places, but I never really went to them.
And then after the trauma we lived last year, let's explain that a little bit.
Surprisingly, I'm surprised it hasn't started yet.
I felt like that was going to be the thing to start it, but
you hear it once in a while, but it hasn't been, an everyday thing.
Pero el año pasado, eso fue una cosa que ni mandar a hacer. It was just like...
crazy. Honestly,
that shit will just buy one get 50 of them free.
If it doesn't happen again, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
You ever played with fireworks?
Nah. No, I don't know. There's certain things
doesn't bring your attention.
It doesn't bring my attention.
From a distance.
I also I've been getting into football more, and I read all about that kid that
the football player.
And he got his fingers.
He's still good though.
No, he's still a great player, but it's still imagine out of 3 seconds can change your entire career, your entire life. I'm not gonna put myself in that predicament. I mean, I put myself in many other predicaments. I could probably risk my life, but certain things like that, yeah. I'm really what's the word? A mí me gusta inventar mucho. I like going to beaches with waves, and I like going on door and stuff like that. So that's where I say I can probably put my life in a predicament, but certain things, it's just if I can see it from afar, then cool.
How you feel about the beach?
I love the beach.
You love the beach?
I love the beach. I hate the pool. And I love the beach. No, I don't hate the pool. I like the pool.
You prefer the beach?
I prefer the beach. But I also want a beach. The Seven Lakes, if you guys consider that a beach, I'm not going to tell you to unsubscribe, pero mi gente, a mi favor. Eso, I like a beach with waves.
With waves, for sure.
I like a beach with waves. Take my boogie board.
Waves.
Yes, big waves. Take my little boogie board.
Okay, you have a boogie board.
Yeah, I got a boogie board, of course. That's and then I go to the Hondo and just surf the waves. Okay. Surf the waves. I always wanted to pick up surfing too.
Yeah, I always wanted to do that too.
We should go to Far Rock. Anything close to us right now is probably Far Rock, and they rent out actual surfboards. I did that with my cousin, maybe $15 an hour, which is not bad. And uno se pone, eso sí, que una vez yo vi un tiburón de lejos.
You saw a shark.
In Far Rock, yeah. But like that's little. I wanna pick that up. I wanna pick up
There was one
surfing.
time I went to LA and I saw there were dolphins, but
You thought they were dolphins. That was the problem.
Nah, they were dolphins.
I can see that in California.
I got scared and I'm like, yo, I'm not going. This like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? There's
Right,
sharks.
right.
But then I clicked like, oh no, those are dolphins.
Okay.
They were swimming man close.
But see, I saw a fin in Far Rock.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
and I thought it was a dolphin, pero dije un dolphin en Nueva York jangueando.
Yeah,
No. Yeah. So did you go in the water?
I did when
Okay.
I'm like, okay, those are dolphins. I saw more of them, right? I'm like, those are dolphins. So I saw.
Okay. Yeah. So would you ever like ¿cómo que se llama eso? When you swim with like sharks and stuff like
swim with the dolphin? Oh, actually in the cage swim with the sharks. I think that's so cool, but I don't know how
you would feel.
I don't know how I don't know how brave I would be.
Okay.
Like I went skydiving, I don't know.
Yeah, but I give you props for that. And we spoke about that briefly in another episode, but I give you props for that. Like that, I would do that. I wouldn't bungee jump.
You won't?
I wouldn't bungee jump. But I would like skydive. Swimming with the dolphins. I did with like small dolphins back in Florida many years ago. Mm-hmm. The water was super cold. Eso fue una cosa que ya con eso solo I was like discouraged, and then I gotta see sharks on top of that. So yo me voy a morir fría.
Yeah. I've been seeing like those videos on YouTube, and like they go like I think that's a cool experience.
Right.
Like if they catch you, like it's a wrap.
You're fucked. Like there's no statistics. Like if you're fucked, you're fucked. Basically.
Like that shit breaks that cage or eats the fucking whole cage. Like it's a wrap. Like they got their money, and I'm pretty sure you got to sign the whole waiver. So
right. And the first thing it tells you like,
you get bit.
That's it. That is
tough.
it.
That's a tough one. But I want to swim with the turtles. That's what I want to do.
You're a turtle guy. I like it. I've been a turtle girl too. Like, but when I had them and they were all stinky and stuff, it was like, but there are a lot of mantenimiento también.
And then about the surfing thing, like when you go to water parks, I remember I went to Kalahari and they had like a little section with like the surfboard,
the wave, and then
it's tough. Yeah, they make you do stuff. It's hard.
Yep.
So surfing,
but it's
tough.
Fun. It's like a little challenge.
It's
like
challenge,
you gotta like kind of know. But that's what I do with the boogie board. I just go deep. I put the little.
Okay, that's cool. I always thought that part was cool when they attached the thing to their ankle.
Porque si tú te vas hondo, you got something to kind of float on back, like,
and so that your board doesn't go away.
That too. that's a whole nother thing.
That's mad funny.
Oh man, but the beach is definitely my favorite thing to do. Like my sister, she's so weird. Shout out to you, but no shout out to you. But she doesn't like the sand.
Okay, why she doesn't like the sand?
She's like, oh, because then when we come out, like that shit's all in between. Like, nah, like.
One, I could defend her with the sand because it'd be getting hot.
Okay.
So and then the whole thing that when you're about to leave, but I believe that's part of the whole beach experience.
Right.
Yeah, she bugged. If it's because the sand be getting hot, because that should be hurting your feet.
Right.
But like once you get closer to the water, it gets better and better.
Oh yes, I go in with water shoes. I'm a water shoe girl.
That's the worst. In the sand with water shoes? No, that's the worst.
Then you rinse it out and stuff.
You never get bit by like the little, I don't know what those.
Jellyfish?
No, like I don't know what those little like crab thingies and those little ass shells. Like sometimes they be, you're swimming and it pokes you.
Well, that's why I wear water shoes. I probably step all over them. Yeah, I love water shoes. One, because I used to be super self-conscious when I was younger about my toes. So I didn't if I didn't have my water shoes, you would see me in the pool with socks on. You know what I mean?
She's bugging. Yo, if you wear socks to the pool, you crazy.
Bro, I would. And then, that was just the thing I got over.
Nobody would cut your ass?
No. Not that I know of. Not in front of me.
You dead ass wore socks.
Socks.
Like, let's say you went to the pool and you had sandals on. You would bring a pair of socks to put on to go inside.
I would never wear sandals. And if I'm wearing sandals, I'm wearing them with socks. So, and never they empacar my panty brasier for after I come out the pool, I would double up on socks.
You bugging.
But that was just something I went through when I was young. I don't care about my toes now.
You would take the socks off and take it home, or tú lo dejaba?
The beach yo lo dejaba. The pool, ese mismo cloro que me lo está lavando, loco.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So why didn't you like the pool though? And then I'll tell you
why. I love a wave pool.
Oh, the wave pools are fun.
Yeah, I went to one in Florida, but I've never seen some shit a crazy ass wave. It was called
a Typhoon.
That was the name of the.
They always call
yes.
Typhoon something.
It's Typhoon Lagoon. Typhoon Lagoon, yes. Yo, but I've never seen a wave pool
with big ass waves.
Like that one.
I don't think so.
But that was insane. I think they like calmed it down after the years or something, because that was like maybe like a good 10 years ago.
So that's why you don't like the pool though?
No. I love the pool because of the wave pool. The pool, I mean, it's cool. Like when I go to the pool, yo me tiro de trampoline a whole bunch of times, but then afterwards it's like, okay, like we're kind of swimming around. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna play Marco Polo all night, like. But like I'm not gonna go to the pool. Like my sister, she wouldn't go to the beach because she doesn't like the beach. No, I would go to the pool. I would go to the beach. Okay. But if I had an option, like if I had 7 lakes and a pool, I'm going to the pool. I'm going to the pool.
Okay.
I'm going to the pool. If you give me like Jones Beach and a pool, I'm going to Jones Beach. Yes. And then my most exciting part, and then I'll let you tell me about the pool. When they have the flag on Jones Beach.
The flag?
So they have, like, when you park the car, there's a flag. Green, yellow, or red. I want the red flag. You know why? Because that means the waves are crazy. Oh. And you got to watch out. When they're yellow, they're medium. When they're green, it's like, okay.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I learned something new today.
Yeah.
Like, I remember only seeing, like, orange flags. And then it's just like, I don't know.
No. That's by the lifeguard. Okay. But like when you park, like in Jones Beach, when you park, it tells you kind of like,
that's dope.
And that's when you know, like, oh, it's intense.
So
and then
when you want to go to the red flag.
Yeah,
okay, you know how to swim, I'm assuming.
I know how to save myself.
You know how to
I feel like swimming, you should be able to save yourself and somebody else, but I just know how to save myself. I'm selfish.
That is a fact. Me too. I could defend myself.
Right.
I'll do some puppies.
Yeah, and that's it. Just make it back to the top.
Yeah, I can't on top of the water like swimmers. I can't do that.
Okay. So tell me, why the pool?
All right. So the pool, like you said, it's just simple. Like you don't have to worry about animals or anything. That's the thing that gets me when you go to the beach. Like sometimes the water you can't see, and then sometimes you get like the fucking seaweeds they get on you, and like you get scared.
Right. You don't know what it is.
Yeah, there's just so many creatures
that you can't even see because it's just waves. And I like when you go to the front and the waves just kind of like you trying to get up to like.
Oh yeah.
And then the waves just keep on knocking you down.
I like putting my feet and like where the water
sand?
touch and then the water just goes like that, and then your feet is all the way like
quicksand. Quicksand, real quick.
Yeah, quicksand is crazy. Like,
I think that's crazy too. Can people die from quicksand?
I think so. I hope I don't want to I want to see it, but I don't want to go in
experience. Yeah. Because I feel like
unless like there's professionals that do that, like
and
I'm
then
able to take you out.
And they make you sign a waiver.
And I'm pretty sure they do.
But quicksand, I feel like the more you move, the more you get sunken, which is crazy too. Like, it's kind of like what we spoke about in the last episode. Like, when you're under sea, like if you si tú te mueves mucho, it's harder for you to survive. Yeah. Like you're gonna panic, you're gonna drown quickly. So, have you ever experienced that? Like almost drowning?
Almost drowning. No.
Okay, I did.
I mean, to a certain extent, like there's mad people around, and tú no estás solo, like you're not by yourself. So like if it comes like to the point where you can't even get yourself back up, then. Yeah. But yeah, like there's been times where like I'm struggling, but I'm still breathing.
You can still get back up,
and then you just talk to yourself a little bit,
right?
Like, it's okay, just keep going. Get
that calmness you actually need. So when I was like, I would say 9, I was in DR. We went to a resort. Yo tenía mi salvavidas.
Okay.
And I used to like my uncle used to just like.
You had like a life jacket or
no, just the bubble one. The bubble one.
Okay.
So my uncle, I used to like que me tiraba. Whoop. All right, I would go. Whoop. Tirarme.
Okay.
So my grandmother was like in a beach chair just watching me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, tú sabes ahí, regular. En una va mi tío, and he throws me. Whoop. He goes back for his drink.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grab on like this, so I went under the tube.
Damn.
And I'm on like 6 feet. Like it's actually the swim. You know how there's a bar in the middle of the pool?
Mm-hmm.
like getting there. So I'm like, you know, in the deep area,
Oh,
basically, for a 9-year-old that doesn't know how to swim and has a lifeguard. Trying to get out.
See, that's
Yo,
scary because you was by yourself.
and I was by myself basically. My uncle had his back towards me because he's going for his drink. It wasn't, yo, thank God my grandmother was there. Was like, yo, like, and he had to, you see, he had to swim for me. But if it wasn't for her being there, like, she could have like literally just went for food for like 3 seconds, and that would have been the end of me. That would have been, that would have been the end of me. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's not a cool feeling.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I don't like the pool. No, but like when I go to the pool, yo me tiro the trampoline now that I'm older and stuff. It's just like, it's crazy.
Would you throw yourself off a cliff into the
I do that in Mountain Creek. It's scary.
But like high, like how high?
I don't remember how high that is. I know there was one like this and one like that. Yo me tiraba de esta. Pero pa yo tirarme de eso, it took a while. Like I would be there and everybody's like, just go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna fuck bitches, get money. And I threw myself. Tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's the curve. It's not so much like once you get in the water. It's the courage to jump from the cliff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Have you ever threw yourself from a cliff? Or would you?
No, I think the highest I ever threw myself was from like 10 feet.
Okay.
But like, yeah, cliff, I don't know. Like there was one video I saw a while ago when I was younger, and he jumped off the cliff and he hit the cliff basically, and his whole face opened.
Oh my God.
And he was still alive.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, thank God he was alive, but that's some scary shit to like experience.
It's crazy.
So much for the viewer than the actual person. Yo, that's insane.
I hope he's still alive and as well.
Yeah.
That's just the whole, and then like being there, like say you're like his friend and something like that's something.
Like how do you react?
And like especially like if it's your fault or something, you're like, oh jump, and they're like no, and then they end up doing it.
I think I told you before. Have you ever watched David Dobrik?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Tell me more.
Okay, so David Dobrik, he's a vlogger. Like his videos is literally 4 minutes and 20 seconds every episode. But now he started off in Vine. He got really famous, and his friends is called the Vlog Squad. Whatever. So parece que se aburrieron de ser tanta estupidez. Que last year, I guess during the pandemic, they all got back together. And they were like just like doing like different shit, but between them, not with the audience or whatever.
Like Jackass stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jackass stuff. Perfect. So en una, and so the guy Jeff is one of his friends. He's like a barber. He also has a YouTube channel. En una, they're like in a tractor trailer. I would call it. Trailer, yeah, like the thing that like takes out.
Scoops.
So en una, Corinna, I don't know if you know Corinna.
No.
Okay, so she's also like whatever. So she gets on it, and David, he's swinging her around like she's literally in a rope. Imagine, and it's going like this. Like imagine this, but super fast.
Yeah, that's scary.
Super fast. And then she's like, "Yo, like David, you play too much." Blah blah blah. So Jeff thought it was a great idea to get on it. He was like, "Yo, like I feel like we're just like." First of all, his only stunt was to like do a skydiving a couple of times. Him and like 2 other people. But they came to the spot and they're like, yo, like, we need to make this a little bit funnier. We need to, like, kind of, like, go an extra stunt. La cosa fue que él se montó. Now, David, instead of going, like, 5 miles per hour the way he was going with Corinna, he went 10.
Speed, yeah.
Yo no sé lo que pasó, pero Jeff se soltó y se dio con, parece una roca.
Oh, shit.
Loco, se dio, because they're in a lake. Like, imagine the Seven Lake. Okay, perfect example. The Seven Lake. You know, it's not deep. There's no waves to kind of, like, push you back up. There's nothing. It's just plano. Y que tú vaya y te caiga así.
And it was his fault. Like, it wasn't...
Basically, because he should have, like, kind of, like, measured it or, like, it was just, like, a stupid idea, like, overall.
I feel like when you know you're doing something, like...
Like
you
that.
Ever, like, play with your little nephews or cousins. And,
you kind of know when to stop the limit.
Yeah.
And no, he didn't know his limit. He just wanted to keep on going.
Damn.
So la cosa es...
And like, are they still friends? Like,
so that was the whole thing. So I loved it. It was like a 5-episode thing on Jeff's channel, and he kind of just like...
you gotta send me that so I could watch it.
Yo, it was good, and it's only like 10 minutes each. So he started making his YouTube channels again, and everybody was like, coño, este hombre se hizo cirugía o algo así. He was like, because his face was fucked up. Como se hizo cirugía, they thought he got Botox and all this. And he's like, yo, but people don't really know like the story behind it. So he told the story behind it. Like, and he was like mad. Like, imagine that happens with me and I'm mad at you. Like, obviously it wasn't your fault because I put myself in that predicament, but also you should have known.
Like I said, so did he say stop and then he just kept going type
yeah, something like it was something like it was kind of something like that. So he had to like get surgery so many times. Damn. Like while he was like working out and trying to get back in shape, like I tenía una foto de David and it was just like kind of like it's a good story like behind. I'll send it to you. And yeah, it's David Dobrik, whatever. Like I'm not gonna sponsor him. That nigga's a millionaire, you know. David, sponsor me.
Word, sponsor me, Cama Lounge. Come to the show.
Word. But no, it's a good story because it's like yo, like people sometimes don't know when to stop, and like the viewings and the following, like people I feel like are getting stupider and stupider just to get the views, just to get the followings.
We're probably gonna get stupider and stupider because we're already stupid.
We're already stupid, right? But no, like it was good. That's it was crazy. A good story behind it. So sucks that it happened.
I'm assuming they're not friends anymore.
No, now they're friends.
Oh, they're friends?
They're friends now. Like, he was like, yo, I gotta get over it, like, whatever. Like, it took him a while. It took him, like, a year. Because I guess this happened in 2020. But, like, everything is coming out now. Because everybody was assuming shit, but everything is coming out now.
That's tough.
And now, yeah, they're friends. They're cool. Like, David is making vlogs again every Tuesday. So now, like, you see him in the vlog and everything. So. Okay. Pero it's just like imagine your whole face, like bro. Like, that's the money maker, and he's a good looking guy.
And then like did he accept accountability? Like,
so he was like, yeah, like he felt like he just wanted to pay like the hospital bills, but he was like, yo, bro, like I kind of want you to like to check up on me a little bit more. So it was just like a lot of things, like miscommunication overall, and just like. You know, like hatred that should have been there, maybe shouldn't have been there. Okay. Like it was just, I don't blame him.
Maybe he was, he was feeling that guilt and didn't know how to handle
it. So it was like the best.
Damn, I hurt my friend,
and I don't know. I don't want to overwhelm him. Badly. Right.
Damn. Like I mean, thankfully he's, it was just the face and the surgery,
and he's still alive.
It could have been a lot worse.
He could have hit his head. He could have fell asleep that night, and that would have been the end of him.
Well, I mean, that takes a lot of courage to forgive somebody. I mean,
También.
It was one of your buddies. Like, yeah. Salute to you, man. I don't know how I would.
I don't know how I would feel either. So that watching that kind of like made me think, like, God forbid I'm put in that situation. Like, one, you're tough for even like vlogging this whole thing, like this whole year. Like you see, like the transition, and then for him to make it out, like for him to make it into like these episodes the way he did was genius. But also like. Forgiving takes a lot more than blaming. Like you can blame, but that's to easy. Forgive somebody, I don't know.
That's tough.
I don't know. It's but
yikes.
Summer 2021. I don't know what they're doing. What? I don't know. Like it's crazy. Like I feel like everything is coming back to kind of normal. Like everybody's like doing their thing. Like
well, yeah, they lifted everything, and it's summer, guys. It's summer 2021.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be lit. Summer vibes.
Hopefully, Jim can get out of this net to party with us later on. Pero si no, Jim.
He got caught. The fishermen, they caught him. We told him not to go in the water, but he didn't listen.
He was digging that wave pool way too much. The waves.
You got what you deserved, man. Nah.
Nah, Jim is cool. Jim is still around.
That's still crazy. Like I'm still thinking about that. Like
yeah, I was amazed when I was.
Yeah. I mean, I would want, like, God forbid, if I did that to you, I would want you to forgive me.
Yeah, but it's also like
I wouldn't just pay for your bill. Like I think I would be there for you too. Would you be there? No, would you be there for me?
Of course. But like it was like little things. Like he had so the best part of the whole thing, just so I can kind of summarize it, he had a good humor about the whole thing.
Who had a good humor? The dude that got
hurt. Okay. Yeah. So he was like. He was like, yo, so when are we recording? Like, and then he finished his diving class, like the diving, air. Yeah, he finished his classes. He told David, like, I want you to come, like, the Joker when he went as a nurse on the Batman movie. He's like, I want you to do that. Like, he came like that. Like, it was good. Like, he kept a good sense of humor. Después tuvía como que se bajaba un chin because, like, obviously so many surgery and it's never gonna be the same it was.
Do you think he did that because of the guilt or because that was truly, his friend?
I don't
And
know.
he did something
David
wrong.
Dobrik is a little hard to kind of read. Um, I would say more for the guilt than honest friend, but that's only the
Okay.
view that I get
That's
from
okay.
somebody
Yeah,
that
we
watches
don't
his
we don't know.
videos.
Yeah.
Right, right. But I don't know. Like when you put in that predicament, like
It's a lot to think about.
yeah,
And then it's like his family and probably like, I don't want you hanging out with him anymore. He did this to you.
mm-hmm.
And they probably like dislike you
Influence
because
his
of that.
decision.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot to think about. I
it's
didn't
a
write it down.
lot,
It's tough. It's tough.
but that's what friends are for.
That's that was my fun.
You're either there or you're not.
Yeah.
All right. So
Where, where can the waves find you, Marielle?
Marielle, you can find me in Something About Marielle on YouTube and Instagram.
Okay.
Jose, where can the tracker trailers find you?
I don't want them to find. I don't want that to find me. But you guys can catch me at Jose _ that's MMMJOSE _ on Instagram. You can catch us at the Super Full Bros as well. We'll play Call of Duty, Warzone, whatever. And yeah,
The full shop for the merch.
Patreon. Just keep supporting us like you guys are doing. We appreciate it.
Thank
We
you for
like
still
it.
tuning around.
Yeah,
And
thank you. It's summer's here.
don't forget about that pool party.
Oh yeah, summer 2021. It's a hot boy summer.
It's a hot girl summer.